This is Gavin on the No Sports Sense podcast with my co-host
Hank.
That's right. Today we are talking about the Super Bowl coming this Sunday. Patriots versus Falcons. Who do you got?
Well, first and foremost, Bill Belichick's been around the league a long time. He's been playing the game of football for a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Falcons because I really think Matt Ryan knows how to take that ball, throw it where it needs to go.
I got the Patriots. And let me tell you why. I personally think Bill Belichick is going to do a last-minute role reversal with Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to be on the sidelines. Bill Belichick's going to be the man behind the ball, the quarterback position. I think this is going to be the innovation that they're looking for, at this time of year. And I think Belichick is perfectly capable of throwing bombs.
And I really think that's going to throw the entire Atlanta defense just out the window. They're not going to be expecting something like that.
You're not going to expect something like that. And you might be thinking, hey, Bill Belichick's an old man. He's fat. He ain't got the athleticism. But he had titanium alloy plates installed throughout his entire body, kind of like Wolverine from X-Men. This was done in light of the fact that they found out he has mutant genes and he's able to tolerate it. So when players are trying to tackle him, they are going to just bounce off of him like a sheet of fly paper.
This has been approved by the FDA?
It's been approved by the FDA and it's been approved by Mid-America Door.
Now, some analysts are thinking that since Bill Belichick is going to be playing most of this game and with the titanium overlord, that Matt Ryan really isn't going to be able to throw the ball at the Patriots as much as he'd want because let's be honest, man. Some good strats, some safe strats. A lot of these quarterbacks use is to throw an interception at the right time because it gets your defense back on the field.
Exactly. Now, I want to take this conversation to a little
And defense wins championships.
Into a little bit of a broader context. I would say most historians already consider Tom Brady the best quarterback who ever lived. Now, if he wins this fifth title, where do you think it puts him in the conversation? How far above Terry Bradshaw is he?
Well, the problem that Tom Brady faces is not one of greatness, but the fact that he goes out there and he's only played for one team means he lacks experience.
Right.
He doesn't know what it's like to be playing on other teams, and let's be honest, that's not gonna give you that strong of a legacy.
To me, it's telling me you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone.
Right, exactly. So you stay in the same place for all these years. You don't know the challenge that a lot of these other quarterbacks who are actually physically better than him, say Joe Flacco, or maybe even Roy Kipner.
Exactly.
These guys are actually physically better than Tom Brady, but they have to go through a much bigger, rigorous program and a system that's just a little bit harder for the quarterback than, say, the Bill Belichick system, which is built for the quarterback and built for Tom Brady.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, I think Tommy Frazier has had a better pro career than Tom Brady. He's got the speed, he's got the athleticism, and, he really knows how to listen to his coach.
And he's commonly referred to as Tommy, which has two more letters than Tom, and that spells my.
I mean, hell, could you think it could be argued that Johnny Manziel, Mr. Football himself, had a better career than Tom Brady?
I would argue this because he's played more.
He's had some legal troubles, but on the gridiron,
he's played more games than Tom Brady has for the Browns.
He's played more games.
Let's face that. That's a fact.
That's a fact, and I'm the kind of guy that looks at facts. I'm the kind of guy that analyzes facts. I'm the kind of guy that gives the public the facts to digest. So, I'd say Johnny Manziel has had a better career. I mean, if you want to argue with us, go ahead and submit a tweet or blast some grams on Instagram, and we'll have a dialogue with you.
Falcons haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1998. How do you think that's going to affect the performance? Only 3 players on the team are still currently playing from that same team from 1998. How do you think it's going to affect?
Personally, I think they're going to get steroids, and they have been approved by the FDA for this particular performance because it's a big Super Bowl, and since
is it bigger than last year's?
Yes, it is. Since times are so politically tumultuous right now, we really need, sports to distract us from our real-world issues. And speaking of which, I want to segue that into Lady Gaga's performance at halftime. Do you think she's going to get political up there on the stage?
One thing I think that she is going to do is she's going to get down there and she's going to put on a performance that's going to be unforgettable for the ages. And this could be something that's going to inspire little children, preferably little Mexican children, to jump into their saddle, march on down to their Walmart, buy themselves a microphone, a couple bags of frozen peas, and cheddar soup, and start their own recording studio.
I couldn't agree more, Bill. Now, what song do you think she should open with? Do you think she should open up with Bad Romance, or do you think she should open up with a cover of Elvis song?
I don't think there's a question to this one, Bill. She's opened up with America the Beautiful, and that shows her pride in her country. Mm-hmm. And if she doesn't open up with that, she's not getting my vote.
I agree. Well, hopefully she has a good performance, and, hopefully, it's one for the ages, and, maybe we'll get even a little tit slip. So, we'll see how that pans out. Now, what about the commercials? Are you excited for the commercials? What advertiser are you most excited to see?
I'm really excited to see what LiftMaster has in store. These, and for the listener out there who doesn't know, these are residential and commercial grade garage door operating systems. And LiftMaster has traditionally been sponsoring some faggot in the NASCAR, but now they're going to actually go so far as to be in an NFL Super Bowl commercial. And I think this year they're really going to show you not only how does it work, but show you how to program your own LiftMaster for your house.
I heard they're even going to have Werner Herzog as a spokesman.
He is actually, Werner Herzog is not only going to be a spokesman for LiftMaster, he's also going to be a spokesman for Toro lawnmowers.
Well, can't wait to see you all on Sunday. Hopefully it's a good game. Enjoy your chips, enjoy your dip, and enjoy your snacks. And may the best team win.
Thank you for listening to No Sports Sense Podcast, bringing you tomorrow's news
today.